Nah, I think it's just good to stick with it. It's just a funny thing. Yeah, yeah. So today we have Corey. I don't know your last name.
Latapy,
Okay, because I
but
got it
doesn't
from
matter.
Sonel, but I was like, I don't know if this is it, so I just didn't want to say it
No, yes,
until
that
I
is
asked.
my surname.
So yeah, so today we have Corey. Um, what are you? I call you like my neighbor, I guess.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
say that.
yeah. But I think I saw you. I saw you a while back through Instagram. I thought you only did photography
Uh
and
huh.
videos,
Uh
cause
huh.
that's the only thing I ever saw. I just saw shots by Corey, and I
Mm-hmm.
would just see like that. Was that a tag in videos and stuff? What would you call that?
I don't know what do you call that. My
What?
handle.
No, but like in the videos, what do you? I don't say it's like a
Um.
watermark because it isn't. It's like there for like
Yeah,
half a
it's not
second.
really a watermark. It's. I mean, I guess you could call it a logo,
Yeah. So we'll just say the
but
logo is there. So that's how I knew about you. And
yeah.
then um saw some more stuff, and then I saw the store before I knew the store was associated to you. Cause I
Mm-hmm.
saw a girl wearing the jersey, and I was like, I think it was a girl. Like it was a
When what
random
jersey?
day. You all don't have a jersey?
The socks though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw a girl wearing the jersey, and it was like a random day at the gas station, and I found it look cool. And
Really?
huh?
What girl is that?
I don't know. Okay, maybe am I thinking of a different sock store?
No, I don't think there's any other sock store.
I'm pretty sure that it's like yours.
I mean, it's possible, yes. Yeah, I do have one female friend that has the jersey.
It was a long time.
It definitely was a long time.
Yeah,
And it's very crazy that that you saw her
I
at the
saw
gas
it.
station.
I was like, oh, this looks cool, and then I just couldn't. I wasn't close enough to figure out exactly what the words were, but I definitely saw something saying socks.
Was it the one with the colorful logo?
I can't remember. I just know that the name was on the jersey.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just remember seeing socks. And I was like, but what is this? And I looked it up and I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, well, this is just lost. So I was like,
And then
yeah. But that was just me. I didn't have on my glasses at the time. So I did like that little squint and I was like, is that what I think it is? S? Okay, S. O. And I did that like piece of it. And that was it.
that's amazing.
Yeah. But so, how did you like get into... What came first? Was it the sock shop or was it photography first?
Um, I mean, I don't know if there's I don't know if there's an answer for that, but I'd say maybe photography probably came first because I've been like, even though like I just got my DSLR, and when I say just, I mean 2018, which doesn't really seem like just anymore. 2018?
No, that was like
No,
7 years ago.
2018 is literally.
I remember the last
it's
2 years
3
has been
years
like
ago.
3 or 4 years. The last 2 years has been like 5 years in one, and then you'll think about I would say like 9 years have passed since 2018.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
yeah.
we'll go with that one.
Definitely 2018 was when I got my DSLR. But like when I think about myself doing photography, I've been doing that my whole life. Like one of the very first albums I had, it's like a Looney Tune album that my mom bought me, and like a Looney Tune camera, and it was like a film camera, and I
Yeah.
took
You had to roll
pictures
it.
with it, and I developed it, and I filled up my Looney Tune album. So, and that was from since I don't even know when that was. I'm sure that was probably 8 years old, 7 years old, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, photography wise, like I've always been doing photography, but just like film cameras, and probably not from a creative aspect, but more from like a documenting aspect, because I just like documenting my life with photographs. And then like teenage years, I actually got my first point and shoot. And that was fun to have too. So I've just been shooting. It's only in 2018, I was kind of like, well, I really actually like this a lot. So why not buy a DSLR and kind of go deeper into shooting and editing and actually saying to the world, I'm a photographer.
Okay. So then how did the socks? What is, the exact name is what? So that I don't want to mess it up. It's the sock.
So it's two
shop?
things.
Yeah.
The company name is The Sock Shop,
Yeah.
and we do the franchise of a global brand called Happy Socks.
Okay.
So if you go to the kiosk, which is located in Westmall, you would see... What would you see? You'd see the Happy Socks kiosk. It's not going to have The Sock Shop on it.
Okay.
But, many companies do that. Like, the company name is different from the franchise name.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then the socks, you had asked me, like, what came first, the photography or the socks? The socks came around, like when I started working. So, like, when I left university and I started working, that would have been, like, around 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a nice young gentleman. I'm wearing I'm wearing my shirts and ties, pants and socks, and from then I kind of realized, I really like nice socks. And so, like, I was always that guy in the office with the nice socks, and everybody always complimented me on them and asked me where I got them. And back then I was just buying socks from anywhere that I could find. Like, if I had a friend who was bringing in socks and selling them, and then, like, if I go away and I see nice socks, I'll buy them as well. But then from that question, I realized that there's a market for it, and nobody really knows where to get good socks in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Because everybody just buys it online,
Yeah. Okay, so what you say is a socks shop or the sock shop. I also like socks. I know I went on regular.
He went some plain blacks today.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I'm telling you, like, I have like some high knee
Mm-hmm.
pink socks with like a massive lightning bolts. Do you
Mhm.
all sell stuff like that? What can you
Definitely.
expect to find at the sock shop?
So what we say is that we have a pair for every personality,
Mhm.
and we literally do. Like, we have the very conservative pairs, the
Mhm.
blacks and the browns and the argyles that people like to wear for church, and then we have the craziest pairs. We have pizzas, hamburgers, tacos.
Sharks. I have a pair of sharks socks also.
I mean, we don't have sharks yet, but I'm
But,
sure we
yeah.
could have sharks,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it goes from one end, the simple, conservative ones, to the total other end, the loud, colorful, fun ones.
Yeah. Is it just because you realize that people were looking for socks, you decided, you know what, I'm gonna start up a socks brand company, or what? Were there anything else to spark that idea to let you say for sure, yeah, I'm doing this?
So I've always been interested in entrepreneurship. And while I've been employed in the corporate world for the majority of my adult life, like since I left university, so I started doing the sock shop as like a pop-up shop type thing, where we used to go to the different pop-up shops and get them sold.
That's like what they would have like at Movie Song.
Yeah,
stuff.
so like upmarket. So like we've done Napa, Lions, Cultural Club, Country Club in Marval.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just travel around to the various, generally upmarket. So the various pop-up
Pop-up malls
markets.
and
Yeah,
stuff, yeah.
pop-up shops. What was the rest of the
Like,
question?
What pushed you to be like, yeah, I'm starting a store instead of having like popping up everywhere?
Yeah.
What is that? I'm staying at this location. What was that final push to be like, okay, everything is going, everything is consistent enough to be a full blown store.
Right. So I would say everything probably was not consistent enough
Okay.
to have a full-blown store.
Okay.
Because like we were just doing the pop-up shops at first, so it was really and truly just at the intervals when there were pop-up shops, and obviously those are like more popular around Christmas time,
yeah.
Carnival time, maybe some holidays now and again. You know, you tend to have
Yeah.
pop-up shops, and I mean, but even that, like I found that with time, pop-up shops will becoming increasingly regular. So
Yeah.
so like some pop-ups that used to just be at Christmas alone ended up becoming like a once a month thing. So
Yeah.
even there you had the opportunity to pop up a little more regularly.
Mhm.
What pushed me to do it, like as in formalizing it and having a store, was, I mean, I kind of did projections, crunched some numbers, did some research, and I felt like through the pop-up shops, I felt like the market was there, because we would go to a pop-up shop and a good bit of the socks would sell
Yeah.
each time. And so I'm like, okay, well, if it's getting this good traction on a 1 day, 2 day basis,
Yeah. Then if it's consistent, then
then maybe we can, maybe there is, and not necessarily maybe there is, it was also an opportunity to introduce a novel idea to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, I get that.
Actually, that was one of the main driving factors. It's like, so people seem to like it, yes. People seem to like socks,
but
yes.
then it's this niche.
But it's
thing.
this very niche thing, and
Mm.
you have the opportunity to introduce it, and be first, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's good all the time,
Yeah.
but the opportunity was there, so we grabbed it by the horns
Okay.
at the wrong time.
Why?
Edit that out. No,
okay.
you could do whatever you want with that.
Okay.
I wouldn't say at the wrong time, but COVID came.
Oh.
But
okay.
I shouldn't even say COVID came, because we launched the store in the middle of COVID. We launched the store in November 2020.
You're running like 3-4 years.
No. We launched the store in the middle of COVID in November 2020. So that was like already, let's just say COVID first case was March. That's about 6 months to November.
November,
Yeah.
March. No, it was 8 months.
3 to 11. Yeah. 8 months.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we launched the store in the middle of COVID, and that we launched on November 29th. The store was sold out December 23rd. Nothing remained. That was it.
Okay.
And it was in the mall. Like
It was in the
okay.
mall. I would say one.
Was there
that's
like a
good
build up
thing.
for that? Like was there like a promotional? You just showed up.
On empty. We ran on E, and we just showed up. And sold out.
Okay.
But I would say to anybody that's listening, somebody told me this thing one time that was very funny. Christmas time, people will pay for ice.
True.
So there's also that in mind. But I would say that even after we sold out, when we got the new stock back,
Dry months is when you can probably see a better picture of.
what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
So I would say, should I go into that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say January was a tough month, and that was because that's when we started having the implications of COVID and customs and people not being able to clear their products, and it was just a tough month from a shipping and logistics perspective to get stock back in after we'd sold out. But then February, things were good. And it was like, so people really do like socks, and people really do want socks. And a lot of people walk past this store and it's like, a store just for socks? Huh? And I'm like, yeah, they sell. Yeah. So
Well, I was
there's that.
gonna ask too, cause I don't know. Sometimes I see some stores and I'm like,
What's happening here?
that's all they selling though, and they're still open.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't really see much people just
At that
there
point in
at
time.
the store
At
at
that,
that
point in time.
maybe. But I'm just like,
Then again, if it's like one person an hour, if it's like one person an hour coming and buying, I think over time you'll pump out enough because, you know.
Yeah. I mean, basically.
some places I just, I'm just like, I don't. How are they still there? Because I think there's like a sandals place like next to. Is it Raw?
Yeah.
There's a sandals place. I'm like, I watched it. I'm like, I never see anybody here.
That's crazy.
How is
It's funny because I actually know them.
you know the guy?
Well, the guy is just a sales rep, but I know. Yeah, I know.
Well,
them.
I've seen
I know
the
them.
guy that actually sells, like
Yeah.
just through Instagram, and so I've seen him before.
Yeah, it's a young female entrepreneur that owns his store. You might not see her all the time, but
yeah,
she's there.
I see the
She's
guy
there a
with
lot
glasses
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
just like, I never see anybody. I don't know.
No, you'll be surprised.
I
That's
don't know,
just the
but
thing.
then I'm not in the mall whole day to say, well,
No, you'd be surprised. And like, even from being there, like those are tidbits that people give me as well. Coming there, because I had some of those same thoughts. Like, and any mall I go to, I see certain stores that are just like, but this store is always empty. And how is it here still?
I don't know if you go to Twin City Mall often by chance.
Not often,
Okay, well, I don't know. The store has been there for the longest while. It's close to Wonderful Will, near the bank, and there's like suitcases in the front. I don't know the name of the store, but that store is always empty, and I'm like, how are y'all still open? Like even during the pandemic, I had to go to Twin City Mall like once or twice, and
Yeah.
there's some of these stores that I would see people constantly in are now closed, and this one store, I'm like, really? I don't know, but who knows? I'm not in Twin City either, but that store, I've had that thought every single time I go in. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How?
yeah.
But I guess they have their ways.
Yeah, people, stores have ways of surviving.
he's smiling and saying that. Listen, blink twice if you have something else going on.
No, I don't have anything else going on.
So is it just you there at the store, or do you have staff and someone else with you? Also, how do you get into, I guess, franchising? Guys, I have no.
What is the logistics behind, talking to a franchise
Mm-hmm.
and saying, hey,
You want to bring this down here?
yeah.
It's funny because you just did it. That's exactly what I did. I was just like, hey.
Like, there's no fancy wording. There's just like, hey.
I mean, I guess it depends. I guess it depends on the brand. Like some brands are obviously gonna have like very rigorous. Yeah, they're probably gonna have like very rigorous. What do you call this? Criteria. Maybe forms to fill out, questions to answer. You're probably gonna have to provide research on your market and those types of things. And then I think some brands are more relaxed and are willing to take chances in new territories. Because, I mean, for the brand itself, what do they have to lose? In some cases, I mean, because you do have things to lose. Like you probably have your reputation to lose if somebody does a bad job at running the franchise. And I think we've seen, even here in our local landscape, franchises that haven't been run very well.
Mhm.
And, people tend to, over time, have a negative perception of the franchise. So, yes, brands do have something to lose. But I think as a young entrepreneur, especially for niche brands or startup brands or, there's just so much opportunity out there. Like, you don't have to go and try to get a Nike franchise. There are so much other shoes that people love. And there's so much, like, I'm just saying, like...
But a Nike store will be cool, though.
Huh?
But a Nike store will be cool, though.
It will... I mean, I'm not a sneaker guy, but...
You're not into Nike like that?
No, I don't even think I own a pair.
I don't either, but it's just
It's cool.
they make nice stuff.
It's cool, but I'm just saying, if I were to run after a sneaker franchise, I wouldn't go for Nike. I might go for something
Something else.
a little more niche and
Money, low-key side.
yeah.
Okay.
But in general, I kind of like that. On the whole, I kind of like that low key but good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then, Happy Socks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were more on the taking a chance with the market, or were they more like
I think that they're just more relaxed and fun, and I think it fits into their model of expansion. And then they also probably just took a risk, and I think that's what happened. Like in my conversations with the reps, they're like, they would tell me how things are in their country and how they started in their country, and they would kind of tell me, well, we assess like what's the market in Trinidad, like there's 1 million or 1.3 million. And then we kind of would have talked about, because when I was doing the pop-up,
yeah
I was not,
with them?
I was just buying in bulk and selling. So it's like we would have also used that information to say, hey, well, yeah, people do like the socks, and we think if we market it well and push it well, then it can do well. So it's a chance as well. And I mean, you have the opportunity to like grow and become something bigger, but we just started as a little kiosk, a niche kiosk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it that like I'm just trying to figure out how it works. Is that they just like send you stuff, like you pay for the stuff, or they just send you stuff and then from the sales you give them back a percentage, or
No,
I don't know
So, so in my particular case, like what they're more interested in is the design and look of the store. So what they do is like when you find a space that you think you want to put your store, you send them. So I had to send them, in my case, the dimensions of the kiosk. But if it was a store, I would send them the dimensions of the store, and they design the store. And then you pay to build out the store, or you pay to implement the design. So I would have had to design the kiosk in line with the design that they send. Yeah. So that's what they are more concerned about, like the image and the brand.
Okay. And in terms of like the acquisition of the stock,
I pay for that.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm responsible for selling it, and it's up to me. The faster I sell it, the faster I earn money, and then I buy more, and then we keep going like that. So that part of it is on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, okay. So obviously rent would have to be factored into you, how much you charge per sock, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people, you said West Mall is where you're located. I know a lot of people is like, huh, West Mall? Bus road price for everything. But did the price of the cost of West Mall's rent, because I do land management valuation, which we deal with anything dealing with land or property. That's my field of study.
Yeah.
So how much did West Mall's cost of rent impact the cost of socks? Is it something that was so drastic, or was it like, oh, okay, this is sort of manageable? I know the cost of a kiosk is not the same price that Mickles might be paying on that massive corner spot, but what did it look like when you were making a decision to choose Westmore? Why not Long Circular or Trent City, or
Okay, so again, well, for us, what we try to do with the price of the sock is keep it as close as possible
To what they would
to
sell.
the global price.
Okay.
So because okay, so for example, a pair of Happy Socks costs 14 US.
Okay.
So we sell them here for 90 TT, which is
That's not too far.
40 US.
Yeah.
It's 14 US. It's, comparable.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't want to take the approach of overpricing the socks
Yeah.
because I think that does two things. One, it may put it a bit out of reach.
Yeah.
And then two, why not just buy it online and ship it down for yourself at that point in time? But I mean, I guess you could say that with a lot of things in Trinidad. Like we do see a lot of things.
I've gone into some stores in West Mall, I'm not gonna lie. If I went to another mall, the man had the audacity. I was going and buy paint, 24 paint, and the little watercolor. The boy had the audacity to say $60 plus. I'm like, sir,
how much is that usually?
Why could I get it probably for $30?
Oh, okay. I don't even know. I probably would have paid the $60.
Yeah, the guy, I was pricing it for my sister for school, and he was like, oh yeah, no, it was 12. They sat at 12.
I know them.
Yeah, 60. I'm like, oh, and the color pencils, 60. Well, $59.99, but realistically, 60. I'm like, yo, it's just color pencils.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you do have that happening. But I would say, just to answer a question, is that we didn't price the socks based on
how much you would have to pay in rent.
how much we'd have to pay in rent.
Okay.
What we did is decided that we were going to do a hybrid business model that helps us to cover our store expenses as well as maximize on sales.
Okay.
Which is to have both a physical presence and an online presence at the same time.
Okay.
So with that said, I would say to look out for our website, which launches in about 2 weeks' time or 1 week time.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when this is going to be out. So
this week, it's for sure this week, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe for those who might be interested, for Westmore, are they leasing in terms of like you're paying a yearly rate, or is it monthly that you're paying in terms of rent?
It's a monthly rate over
in the contract, so they had it as, okay, every month you'll pay X amount, or it's like, this is what X amount is going to cost per month, and you can pay off the year, or...
Oh, no. It's every month you pay X amount.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought he was going somewhere with that. I was like real listening. I was like, oh, okay, you know what he's talking about. And I was like, oh, okay, that's it.
It's the land surveyor in him.
Okay, so then,
No, because think about it, right?
No, I get where you're coming from. I just thought that there was more to what you were gonna say.
The only other thing more that I could really say is, me naturally thinking about Westmore, they gonna want all the money. No.
Okay.
If you're a store, you're planning to stick around as long as possible, which in my head, for some, I don't know the people who run Westmore, but I'm assuming that you would want to stick around as long as possible. So give me your money for the year. You figure out how you would go about staying around for the year. Good luck. But because I know that's
it's
how
not
some
like that.
people would.
But yeah, I
lease
do know
property.
some people go about leases like that. But no, it's not like that.
Yeah, okay.
Thankfully so.
Okay, so it's the usual Trinidadian thing, whereas every month.
Okay. I've been thinking about this for 2 minutes now, so I know it's serious. So it's a serious time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine serious music, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you imagine it?
I mean, I could try to.
Okay. Serious
mine
question.
might not work.
I just really wanted to know, what's the most you've seen somebody spend at the store? That was really it. That's all I've been thinking about
Oh,
for the whole.
that's not that serious a question.
It's really not. I just wanted.
I have
But
two
it's been burning my heart.
extremely well. I have two customers. One actually recently that
I'm not talking about overtime. I'm talking about
no, yeah.
okay.
This
One time.
one customer bought 11 pairs of socks and a gift box.
Okay.
And that's gonna be
Over. You said it's like 90.
yeah, that's 90
I'm just
by
thinking
11.
of the lowest. So I'm just like
About 1,000, 1,200 maybe.
And then the gift box,
And
which
what's
was
the gift
200.
box? Yeah, tell me about the gift box. I
So
feel like I saw it.
yeah, so
I
Happy
don't
Socks
know.
does like gift boxes, and this is obviously like I think socks are like a cool gift. It's like a cool gift to give somebody, and it's like a cool gift to give somebody. Like we say, a pair for every personality. So it's like if I know that Jabari and Jabari like podcasts, why not give them 2 pairs of socks with mics on them? Or
Yeah, Corey, why not give us some socks?
because we don't have socks with
Okay.
mics on them.
I'm sure you can acquire.
But so there's that. But then Happy Socks have taken that to the next level now, where they have themed gift boxes. So like let's just say Jabari and Jabari like Disney. We have Disney gift boxes, which is it's going to be like there are different size gift boxes. So there's 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair. There might even be up to 5 pair, but we don't bring the 5 pairs. So we generally stick to the 2 and the 3. Christmas time we do the 4. So like even let's just say that somebody that works in corporate. There's like a 5 pair corporate gift box. That's like a pair a day, Monday to Friday. And it's gonna be like different styles. So like that's gonna have a price. But the good thing about buying the gift boxes is that the higher the number of socks in the gift box, then it kind of starts to get a little cheaper, so that you're not paying 90 a pair anymore. Yeah, so it's
But it's not like with anything though that you
It's
buy.
yeah, it's like
you
with
pay- You pay
anything.
for the bigger thing. Is it's like a
Yes, it's
you're
like a
paying
little.
less per.
It's a little incentive to buy the bigger thing
Yeah.
than to buy 1 pair of socks. But as I say, with this particular customer, she literally bought 11 separate pairs of socks
And
because
then
she
still bought
wanted 11 pairs of socks.
Okay. That was it. That was really the question on my heart, and my mind, and my soul.
That's okay. That
I
wasn't
had
that
like
serious.
one more thing. And
Yeah.
I'm blanking on it now.
Okay.
All right. The other than like I know I'm watching the time. It's like right there.
No, it's fine. I'm
Oh,
not watching it.
okay.
I'm watching the Tascam.
Oh, okay. But what would you say is like probably one of the harder things as to have in the store, other than COVID and stuff like that?
I was gonna say COVID.
No, but
And
other than that,
surviving
there must
COVID.
Be,
So one of the
that's like
harder
the obvious
things.
thing.
That's okay. Yes, that's the obvious thing. Surviving COVID has been a challenge, and I'm actually very happy that we've been able to make it this far. And I really, really hope that we'll be able to grow and move forward and move past this. But outside of COVID, I think one of the hardest things is just I mean, like even if we go back, like now, I might be a lot more confident about the store and about running the store and about the things that are required to run the store. But in those first few months, like when I was just starting and I had to like meet with banks and meet with mall owners and meet with Happy Socks representatives, like it just seemed like a lot, and it seemed like things that I was just afraid of.
Okay.
And yeah, those things were a lot, and they were challenging for me, and it was just like one after the other because you obviously have to get everything done and everything set up, and even like outfitting the kiosk, meeting with builders, meeting with designers and the people who do the graphics, and just all of those new people meetings. I would
Yeah.
say those were challenging for me. And then the other challenging part was, I mean, I find myself to be somewhat reserved. I don't know what Jabari and Jabari will think, but
I would also think the same thing. But I feel like I'm also reserved when I need to be like.
If it's needed.
yeah,
Well,
Well, I know. I mean,
Generally,
I
yes.
could be like
In terms of your personal information,
very outward and outspoken when I need to be.
Yeah, but like taking that up and then planting it in the middle of the mall at Christmas time.
Okay.
Woo! That was a lot.
Yeah, people are is very draining sometimes.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Have you had, like,
And
a
I
bad
won't say that
experience?
it's draining. I've actually, funny enough, and I think it's because Happy Socks is just a really happy place to be. Like everybody that passes by the kiosk is like, oh my god, Happy Socks. Oh, it's always like some cool, quirky, funny thing. And I would say that I've never had a bad experience.
Okay.
No, there was just one salty old guy one time who came, and he was like, "Nah, the Socksiders were better than that. There's inferior thing here," and he's telling me about Soxy, which is another brand. There's another Soxy,
Okay.
yeah, which is another brand that I know and actually wear, and I own socks from. So I'm like, Soxy is good quality too, but I still prefer Happy Socks. Soxy is good quality. In my mind, Happy Socks is better designs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Trinidadians like
And I'm like, why are you coming up
Insults?
to me to tell me that?
Trinidadians is those are always the funniest things. It's like, why is this? Okay, this was in your head,
Yeah.
but I feel like it should have stayed there.
You left walking through the mall to come to stand at the side of the kiosk to tell me, or not even tell me, to think out loud and say that your socks are better than
Right.
these and these are inferior quality. And I'm selling inferior quality socks. Why did you take a break from your day to tell me that?
Did he hold a sock in his hand?
Yeah, he
Okay,
did.
okay,
He
okay.
actually did pick up. He did pick up like one of the gift boxes, and he was going through it, and he's like, "This is in." I'm like, "How do you even know?"
This is not anything.
I'm telling you, it's,
And I
it'd
would
be
actually,
so funny.
and I would actually tell him that he's wrong, and you know why? Because I own both Soxy and Happy Socks,
But
and
he
I
didn't know that.
and I know which one has holes in it. I know which one of my socks has holes in it, and it's not my Happy Socks.
Oh gosh, I just love to hear people complain. It's just like oh, you really like thought of this, and I was like, it came out your mouth too, and I was like, oh.
But the funny thing
Even
is,
at the pharmacy,
mm-hmm,
some people complain about the price and things, and I'm like, yo, it's not even that
Same.
serious.
they come to the store
Some
all the
people would
time.
like a simple thing of like a $2 difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
I
the
mean,
Coke is like
it makes a
$5.
difference.
Huh?
It makes a difference.
I know, but it's just like okay, it's just $1.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay,
To
just
you.
get it the one time or just put it back. You don't really need to be like, oh good, all our money, boy. It's $1. It's like,
I mean,
I get it. I get it. There is a difference, and you're expecting to pay $5 and the other pay $6. But it's like it's not that serious.
I feel like sometimes some people do that to get you to.
Haggle with them. I was like, okay, I'll
I mean, really, actually, no, I'm not gonna give you any money off of it, because they they ask the KFC cashier for a discount.
I don't think they do know.
Thank you.
And that's also what I think about too. And I'm like, y'all go everywhere else and
And
Yeah.
just
ask for
pay.
a discount.
Yeah.
Also, at the pharmacy sometimes some people they like inconvenience of it's just a very random story. I was really meant to tell him at some point, but people would like at some point cigarettes weren't like being sold because they
Mhm.
were not seen as an essential thing because
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
like miniature health thing
Mhm,
it kills you.
mhm.
People would come to the store and be like, oh good, I passed this place full of cigarettes to come here and they don't have buy.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
you
mhm.
take your good self, walk in that store, right? See they have what you want and say, nah boy, I will get it down there.
Because he probably thought the
That
pharmacy
makes-
would have it cheaper
No.
than y'all
When-
don't have it at all.
When does the pharmacy ever have anything cheaper than anywhere else?
Pharmacies
Other
do.
than drinks. Drinks you'll
Exactly.
get
I
cheaper.
go to the pharmacy to buy drinks all the time because
But I
it's
feel
cheap.
like they sell the drinks at like a slight loss or something just to make up for like
Other things.
buying other things. Because like some people come in there literally for a drink and like, I just come in here for a drink.
Me?
And they end up buying
I
medication.
literally go to the pharmacy to get a drink.
And that's
because
it?
I know. Yes, because I know
No, but
that
I'm
it's
saying like, but you don't pick up anything else.
no. Also when I set my mind to go in a store for something, I am making
Oh
a
no, me too.
beeline for that
Me too.
thing and out.
I haven't had that.
Nothing on any other shelf
You
is
see, thing
catching
like with
my eye.
Pennywise, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know how y'all overspend. I go there, I see what I need, I ask for what I need, and I'm out. People are like, oh, I just went for some shampoo, and they walk with a hair care kit,
That's
face
it.
mask, and
That is why my mother doesn't like to send me any grocery, because she knows if she writes a list, I'm only going for that list.
That's
and she'd be
it.
like, what
Those
I would
exact
expect you would have
things.
pick up.
No.
You send me
No.
to get X, Y, Z. I'm getting X, Y, and Z.
Any store that I go
Yeah.
in, anything, once I go there for that, I'm not even thinking about anything
I have
else.
friends that ask me to come. But it's to the point where my friends would ask. Well, I have like one or two friends that would ask me, "Come with me to X, Y, and Z store because I need you to
Keep me in
on a
control."
rope." I'm like, dog, it's not that hard. Just
No.
go for X, Y, Z. I'm like, no, my eye real long.
How is it? Whatever.
Go.
If your eye long, that means your pocket long. So go by yourself and buy everything that you need.
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I had something slip my mind again. Yeah, that's like story. Just I needed to get that off my chest. I needed, like, it was just holding me down, and I needed to get off my chest, and I feel like a new person now.
That's good. That's excellent.
Yeah.
On Jabari said you do photography and
Mhm.
videography.
Mm-hmm.
How is that aspect of your life? Although you have the store
Mm-hmm.
in the pandemic, how was that?
I was more gonna ask, well, I guess how would you integrate that into your business? Because I feel like photography and video is like a whole different talk for a different day, and I don't know if you have all that time.
Yeah, no, I don't. How would I integrate that into my business? So creating content. In as much as Happy Socks is a global brand, and they do provide us with a lot of content,
You still have to like
localize
handle your
it.
own here.
Yeah, like I really like what I find gets the most engagement is when I take photos and videos of the socks on people here or of the store here. That gets higher engagement than when I use the stock images.
Yeah,
And
I always see that too. Because
Yeah.
like on Instagram, I was like, I, I can't think of the page, but I've seen it before where it's like international company. They're down here, and it's like they're just taking these stock images and just posting it. It's like,
I don't like that.
yo,
Yeah. Well, I say
these
I don't
are
like
not
it,
the
but
people who are in the
Yeah.
country
No,
wearing
it's
this
not.
thing. So
Yeah.
you need to show who is here,
yeah,
and it'll be like, even if you just ask a friend and
yeah.
be like, hey,
Yeah, but I think what companies do, and especially like in my case, a small company, is, that the way that I've gone about doing that so far is like by getting support from my friends, to like get pictures and to take pictures of them. I would gift them socks or they'll buy socks and then I take pictures of them in it, I think companies here kind of squirm from doing those large local production shoots because it costs money.
yeah,
And even for a small company like mine, it costs money. But I think you get the returns.
yeah. Well, that's also what I'm
Um,
thinking. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, you do
You have
put out the
to-
money,
you have to-
but
Yeah.
it's gonna come back because people are gonna be like, oh, they feel like this is like made for me. So it's like, oh, yes, it might be X amount of dollars, but I like in it, and it's
Yeah.
not just like I feel like this is here for me, so I'll just spend the money on it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm assuming y'all have an Instagram page. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. I've seen a lot of people who have their Instagram stores, and you being a photographer, I don't know. Me personally, I would see people post the pictures of their clients or their customers, like wearing the item, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a picture that, like, the customer's wearing, like taking the picture in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me you don't post stuff like that, because I'm being honest. Oh man,
No, we don't.
that's how. Yes,
We don't.
yes. That I would. I know some people. I know. Okay, fine. I know a lot of people with their stores. They can't do something like this, but try now. A little thing. Although you might have only a phone, you know. I, I'll piece of something.
This actually is a phone picture. This was one of the
that's-
most engaged pictures that
Yeah, I
we've
think-
posted on the page.
You know. Do hire customers stand up in the bedroom taking the picture, please.
I mean, I think some of that works because I know some brands, like, okay, so some brands that I even pattern my marketing after, like a lot of like those clothing brands that do like influencer type marketing heavily. I
Okay.
wouldn't say Fashion Nova, but they're one
Yes.
where
yeah.
a lot of people just stand in the mirror,
Yeah.
but they have nice big mirrors,
Yeah, exactly.
which is good.
Basically, you're
Where you can
standing in
see the
front
whole
of a
room.
mirror and you have a whole 10-foot pane of glass
Yeah.
setting in all the light
Yeah,
possible.
you do. A lot of times here you see people trying to fit in a 2x2 mirror, trying to get
and
the
in your
picture.
bathroom sometimes I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel I don't want to say cringe inside, but I kind of feel
Mhm.
bad because I'm like, I'm sure, to me personally, everybody and their auntie know a photographer
Mm-hmm.
that is a friend. Oh, my friend does do photography. Well,
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, but I guess the thing is you have to pay the
Hey,
friend.
I understand. I understand that, but as you said, the phone picture, you can go outside.
Yeah, you could use good
can-
phone pictures, and especially phones that have portrait mode, and
And
you
as
get good
a-
stuff. You get good content.
as an Instagram store,
Mm-hmm.
I know people is get kind of heated for this, but do you all
Mhm.
have your price in the description?
Well,
Or
we
do you
kind
have
of
the
don't.
DM for prices.
No, we're definitely not the DM for prices type. If somebody asks the price in the comments, we answer in the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, either you want the socks or you don't want it, I mean, like, to be honest, it's either you like it, it's either you see value in it, it's either it matches your personality and you're willing to pay for it,
Mhm.
or you're not.
Mhm.
And I think we've always kind of maintained that it's like luxury cars.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah.
They're high priced,
Yeah.
and
I
you
sp-
know the price of them.
I spoke to the sales rep for BMW, right there in
Uh-huh,
Belfast. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She called me and I was talking to her. I was like, wait, the 3 Series, what does that start off? And she was like, oh, starting 500.
Uh-huh.
Let's go up to about 650-ish.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like you just tell people it's because
Yeah.
it's either you're going to buy it or you're not going to buy
Yeah.
it.
She was
So,
like, you looking for a particular? I was like, I'm not looking for any. It's like,
Yeah.
first of all, because I was just being fast.
yeah,
And I clicked the request info. Just,
yeah.
I thought they would have sent me an email because they asked for my email, right? And she
It's a
called,
luxury.
she
They're gonna
called
call
me,
you
she
and
called
speak
me.
to
She
you.
was like, she
Yeah.
was like, you're looking for a particular spec or you just want general price? And I was like, just general pricing.
Yeah, yeah. I really don't like.
at that point,
Uh-huh.
Price point?
they call you. It makes no sense to email because it's like they could hook you on a call and be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, real Salmon this kind. I didn't even see the car yet, but
Yeah.
500 going out of my pocket already."
Honestly, at that price point, if I jumping up with $500,000,
yeah.
650 is legitimately right there. Best I just go for the full thing at that point.
True,
At that
true.
point,
If you could afford it, go through.
He said 650 is right there from half.
No, but if you
No,
see
yeah,
that
if- I
500
mean-
for a car, realistically,
But then if you're like me or us, and you're just like, well, my budget is 5, so we're not going
regular
above.
regular people would.
What you say? Budget is 5?
Yeah, if my budget is 500, and
if
I
you
not
Oh.
go to the dealership, in my opinion, if you go into the dealership, what is a budget? What really is that? I mean, you would have like, I know what I want to go for,
yeah,
but for me, if you're in Trinidad and you're
Yeah.
going to the dealership, just expect to check every box at that point in my head. But that's just me personally.
I mean, I won't know. I've never been to the dealership.
Exactly. Regular people like you and I will go and find, a foreign use place. I'm like, I can get this for cheaper. But those who would go to the dealership,
Yeah,
you're going to be paying top dollar. In my head,
Yeah.
I understand that. Well, my mom works in insurance. I know the dealerships is
Yeah.
top dollar because I went to the dealership to check something for my dad,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, the diagnostics, 1,500 just to check to see what's wrong."
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
You
like, I
you
know
do
what's wrong
pay
though.
a lot more money. Yes, but back to the DM for prices thing. I do not like that.
Me either.
And yes, and
Every
we
time you
don't.
tell me DM for price, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
And we don't
I
engage
don't
in
need
it.
it anymore.
Yeah, we don't.
I needed it before, but now I don't.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, what is the point? Now you're just answering a bunch of unnecessary messages.
I don't get it. I don't get
I
it.
don't.
Like if you have a website, whatever.
I saw a video that
yeah.
was like, it gives you the opportunity to be
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying everybody does this, but it was just like okay, Corey, looks like you have money. I'll charge him a
to
little
charge a
500.
different price for
Jabari
each
look
person.
like he ain't really have too much money. I'll give him a little 300, and it really costing me
No,
extra, you know?
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I've also had that thought where
That's the only thing that
DMing
logically
price,
makes
your
sense to
price
me.
isn't a fixed,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, could he afford this amount?
like an upsell.
Why not?
I mean, even with my, I know we said we're not gonna get deep into photography today, and we'll save that for our next meeting.
Yeah, we talked all about songs. And
But even for my photography services, I mean, I try to have standard prices, but with variations.
Yeah.
If the client wants
Well, that's-
more of this
I
and
think-
more of that.
I think I posted like that
Yesterday.
like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
I was like photography questions or graphic design questions or something. I was like, if I have like set packages and prices, I was like, yeah, of course. And depending on what the person needs,
Mm-hmm.
either add
Mm-hmm.
or subtract things to the
Mhm.
price or what is being given,
Mm-hmm.
depending on like their needs. Like if they want something worth $1,000, or let's say the package is 1,000,
Yeah.
but they're asking for less pictures, so I'll be like, okay, well, if you want less pictures, or they want more of this or more of whatever, or less of this, then
Yeah.
you'll adjust the price. That's just like a base. But we kind of go from there because your need to be different to his needs. You might need 5 pictures with a 30-second video. You might need 2 pictures with a minute video. So it just be like
Yeah.
something different. So as I'm like, yes, it is good to have those packages, but I'm not like stuck to it. Of like, you need to find yourself and fit into this package, or
Yeah.
else we can't work together.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. You have anything to say?
Any questions?
I need some socks now. I've just been talking about it so much. I just need some socks. I definitely will.
Ooh, I have a question. As a sock store owner, so to say, I can.
Do you get like plenty sock jokes?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
I was really expecting you to get like a lot.
No, we got a lot of people coming to the kiosk asking for everything but socks, which is crazy in itself. Because you walk up to a kiosk that says Happy Socks, filled with socks, like filled. Like you cannot escape it. And we've gotten, do you sell B-Mobile phone cards? Do you sell digital phone cards? Do you sell lotto tickets? Do you sell phone cases? Do you fix phones?
Is it like an outrageous thing? It's like, okay, be realistic. Do you see what's behind me?
I do.
Or-
I like.
I mean, like
even the people who come and
phone
ask
cards,
us.
the phone cards thing. Maybe you might have the little machine, but what is the most outrageous thing you can think of? I know you had the tag. I know, and it also have Massey on the opposite side. I get that, but
I don't get it. I don't get it.
yeah, yeah. But is there like an outrageous thing where someone's like, "Hey, you have rocket launchers inside of there," or like, what's the most outrageous?
The
thing?
most outrageous one was, well, this was the most outrageous one for me. Was a guy came and asked if we sell tablets.
Nice.
No, like iPads. And the reason why he asked that is because the checkout thing is an iPad. I'm like, so you see a kiosk filled with socks, and you see one iPad, literally one iPad, and you ask if we sell the iPad.
I mean, not like the Apple store is within the mall. I mean, although they would cost you a pound and a crown, but
But not only the Apple Store, it have like
I
it
know
actually
so
have
many
some
tech
other
stores.
electronic stores and
Yes,
tech
so you can
stores. So it's
Zoom
like
X, Y, and Z. Yeah.
yeah, that one was confusing. That one was very confusing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I forget, but that's usually how it's. No, I had something, but it's fine.
Man, I really thought you were going somewhere.
No, I had something, but sidetracked and whatnot.
That's fine.
That's usually how
All I was saying is that I need some socks now.
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna send you the link to the website.
Okay.
Remember.
I feel like I could just.
Walk upstairs.
I feel like I could just like walk right there and just.
To the mall.
I could walk to the mall.
I mean, all
too.
this stock is in the mall.
I just kind of felt like you're closer, and if you're going there to come back,
I mean, of course,
it just kind of makes sense, right?
Remember where I was
you could
going?
just view it all on the website and order and
I
have it
could also
delivered.
do it on the website too, but it's just like if you want me to join your email list, I could. That's all it is. Tell me, and I'll.
No, not really. I just
Oh.
want you to go on the website
Oh.
and shop.
Okay, so I'll go on the website and I'll give it some traffic. What was?
Great.
Oh, right. My question was, I'm assuming you had a passion for some form of passion for socks, but obviously, have you ever judged people's sock game as like, come on, bruh, come on?
No,
No.
because I'm just like, if we're here advocating for a pair for every personality, then
Well, your socks.
Then
But
There
you've
i-
never seen like ugly socks. That's what you're saying.
I have.
Okay, that's what we're trying to ask.
I'm just not gonna say that it's
But in a
ugly.
nice way. We're just asking you the same thing in a nice way.
I'm not gonna tell the person that it's ugly.
No, we're not saying to them like, oh,
If that's
those socks are ugly.
if that's the pair that matches their personality, then
Well, we just
kudos to
asking if
you,
you-
bro.
Come on,
We just ask if you're like, oh, really? Those? I don't know what I want.
I mean, we could just say, hey, we got new thing, you could come get it.
Okay.
Okay. Anything to plug?
The sockshoptt.com coming soon.
And shot by Corri.
We could plug
No?
that next time.
We'll do that next time. Okay, we just focus
And
on
then
this
the
one.
Sock Shop TT on Instagram and the Sock Shop on Facebook.
I would love to. Well, I guess we could talk about it later, like a giveaway type of thing, like for socks.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll do like
I'm
a
so
random
ready.
list now. Not like now, but I'll definitely let you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's like the next time you're on or something.
Definitely.
We'll organize that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. I was Corey talking about socks, and next time, hopefully soon, will be photography, video, and
Life.
everything else in between.